Alright, so let's talk about two elephants in the room, Ryanair and the Max. Ryanair, aka Ryanair, my home country low-cost airline. We already know what this airline is known for. Cramped seats, including my favorite seat of all time, 11 Alpha. Scratch cards, and the most common thing that you will ever see in every Ryanair flight. You guessed it, they're greasers. You thought I was gonna say something else.
No!
Normally in every Ryanair ad, they will say Ryanair, low fares, made simple. Let's switch it to Triumflair, low flares, made harder. And then we have the Max, the best aircraft within the aviation industry. Built by Boeing, the not so best aircraft manufacturer within the aviation industry. I mean, this company has been used as a coping mechanism for most of any aircraft incidents that doesn't involve a Boeing aircraft. And even if it does, it's a Boeing. I'm not gonna lie, the Max has been going through so much lately. That's why it has loose screws. Don't worry, Michael is there to tell you.
Get some help.
In terms of the aircraft itself, the only few features that you'll find from that aircraft is the fact that it has the flying plug door and the one small system that is used to stabilize the aircraft pitch due to the size of these knockers, engines. This is the same system that killed 346 people from two different flights of the same variant, the Max 8, which is the aircraft that I'm going to be flying on in this video. Well, actually, I flew on it. I'm documenting it. So yeah, I'm excited to show you what it was like to fly in the aircraft for the first time, especially when I've been working on it as a ramp agent and have been spotting these planes taking off, landing, doing their own thing. So yeah, not only will I be flying on the Max for the first time, but this will also be my first Ryanair video on this channel. I've flown with the airline a couple of times, so I do know what it was like flying with the airline. So you know, it would be nice to just document my Ryanair experience to you guys. So yeah, anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into the nitty gritty. Alright, so my journey begins at Terminal 2, where I'll be walking up to Terminal 1, which only takes around 5 minutes to get there. After going in through the T1 arrivals, I then head upstairs through the escalators towards the departures. This is where the Ryanair section is located, and as I pan my camera to the left, you can see a busy queue of passengers waiting at the visa check-in desks, as well as the baggage drop-off area and some kiosks to tag your bag. As I'm only carrying my personal item and already checked in through the app, it is time for me to head off to the ticket desk and collect my boarding pass in paper form, which I was refused by the staff because I've already got it on my phone. But still, I'd much rather have it on paper form because it reduces the stress of having to use my phone as a boarding pass and my camera simultaneously. Anyways, let's head over to airside, shall we? 8 minutes later, after going through security, here you can see flights departing out of both terminals from the departures board. The third row down, I'll be departing at gate 209 as Ryanair flight 420 to Amsterdam, aka the Dam, departing at 7:05 am. Bars, dog. Now the walk to my gate takes around 5 minutes, and within those 5 minutes you can see that I'm walking through the loop, which is the duty-free area. After going through some restaurants and bars, we then encountered Starbucks as well as the sign leading to my gates. This part of the gate is the remote area of Terminal 1, which requires passengers to board the air stairs for boarding. The last time I used this gate was back in 2011 with CityJet and 2017 with Selfish Airways. Yeah, British Airways is what I mean. Anyways, as my flight is going to be boarding at the end of this terminal, this will direct me through the escalator towards the ground floor. You can have the options to go down the stairs if you want, but I chose the escalators to make it quick. And sitting right in front of the gates is my ride to the Dam, registered as Echo India Hotel Golf November. A 23-year-old, wait, hold on. We're not in 2046, pal. Let me rephrase it again. 2.3 years old, 737 Max, who had his first flight on the 20th of May 2021 and was delivered in March of 2022. Now, this type of Max 8 that Ryanair currently has flying in the skies is the Max 8200, which has seats going up to 297. Are you dumb? Rounding up to 200. You see the mathematics there? No. Anyways, Ryanair currently has 75 of them currently flying in the skies. I said currently twice, but you know what I mean. I'm only talking about Ryanair as the Irish airline and not the other Ryanairs that are subsidiary to Ryanair itself.
Hey yo, Murky, how do you know the aircraft you're flying is HGN?
Good question. As I shimmy myself over to the right, you can see the exact reg that I was just talking about there. Bob's your uncle. As I'm standing waiting for my phone to charge to its sufficient percentage, boarding has begun, which means I must join the queue and see the aeroplane myself. And here I've just entered the MAX with the new seats and a 3-3 configuration, and I'll be sat at 5 Foxtrot for the rest of my flight to the Dam. Alright, so let's do a quick seat tour, shall we? So leg room, very good leg room. I'm not gonna lie to you, I do like the leg room, and as I move my personal item, I then stretch out, and I'm not gonna lie, I do like the leg room as well. We head on to the tray tables. It's non-adjustable and it's small, has a cup holder on it, and that's all that matters. And then when we look at the seat itself, we got the laminated safety card as well as some advertisement and a QR code to look at some in-flight magazine. At the panel above my head, here is the reading light, as well as the weakest air vent, which can't even blow properly. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, that's pretty much it from the seat tour. Even though I have not showed you the full thing, that will be there for another video. So yeah, without further ado, let's sit back, put our seatbelts on, push this plane back, depart, and I'll show you the rest of the cinematics. So yeah, I'll see you a lot when we get into the air. Alright, I'm gonna have to stop you there, especially for a spectacular max takeoff I've ever experienced. But please, if you have enjoyed this video so far, do me the favor, like this video right here, slam that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for the notifications, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the takeoff. Alright, so as service began, this is what we got here. So we got a ham and cheese panini, we got a sour and cream onion Pringles, as well as a bottle of water. So yeah, let's dig in. While I show you the stunning views outside, allow me to give you the rundown on this flight. After departing from the North Runway 28 right, we then formed our bank right hand turn towards the east. As we climb and cruise altitude at 35,000 feet, we then flew over the Irish Sea, Manchester and Liverpool and the North Sea, where we began our descent and our approach down to Polderban or runway 18 right at Amsterdam. Alright, so I forgot to do a little review. So here is an extra footage that I took on another Ryanair flight that I flew on. First impressions, 2 words, limited spacing, which is unsurprising for a narrow body aircraft. On my left you get a wash hand basin with a hand wash beside it. Panning my camera upright, you can also see a coat hanger integrated on the mirror in front of me. Very generous Ryanair, love you. Another thing new to me is that they also have a flush button with the LED lights illuminated around the outline. Now headroom, again unsurprising on a narrow body aircraft. Bathroom cleanliness, nothing to say there. Let's get back to our seat.
And I rented your car. So
another thing I like about Ryanair's Max is the sky interior, where you see the mood lights colored in blue. Anyways, it is time for this plane to descend down to the dam, which means I'll let you guys enjoy the cinematics and I'll talk to you guys after touchdown. Alright, so we have finally arrived to the dam, where the flight time of 1 hour and 9 minutes. So this means I'm gonna give you guys my overall conclusion on Ryanair and the Max. So where do I start? As this is my first Ryanair video on this channel, I do have to say, flying on Ryanair as an airline is not that bad. You get what you pay for at a low price, and I think it's worth it. I paid this flight around 80 euros. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember my transaction history, which I'm not bothered to go through anyways, but that's the price that I paid for that flight to Amsterdam. And I do have to say, it's actually not that bad. It's way cheaper than KLM and Aer Lingus. So yeah, the cabin crew were decent, the food was decent, the seats, we'll talk about it in the next video because I didn't really bring much attention to the seats on this flight. So yeah, overall, flight experience, I would say 6.5 out of 10. Alright, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. The Max, the best aircraft in the world. No cap, no kizzy. No, for real though, I like the plane. If anything, I love the plane. I'm not even over exaggerating or anything like that. I actually do like the plane. I actually do like the sound of those engines, especially at takeoff thrust, full torque at takeoff thrust when we were on runway 28 right for departure. Like, oh my goodness, it felt like I just want to go back and relive that takeoff, even though I could just re-watch the video if I want to. But yeah, I mean, it looks good, it flies good, and I'm not gonna lie, it is fun to fly. I know some of you man are gonna have your pitchforks out and are gonna be telling me, oh my god, the A320neo is better than the Max. What are you talking about? Would you be mad if I said that Ryanair's Max is actually better than Aer Lingus' A320neo? I know all the Airbus glazers are gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about? No, but for real though, it is. Seats are cramped on the A320neo compared to the Max. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I would sleep on that plane if I wanted to. You know what I mean? But yeah, the one thing I'm happy about the Max is that the door did not fly out. That's all that matters. You know what I mean? But yeah, here we are at Schiphol Airport, home to KLM and their midliner 777 and the A330s, as well as this Cathay Pacific A350 1000. First time I've ever seen a Cathay Pacific A350. I mean, I've seen many A350 1000s, but this one, so I'm glad I got this one in my collection. But beside it, we got an Orange Pride Boeing 777-300ER in KLM special livery. I like the new one though. Looks nice, but the old one also looks nice as well. So yeah. Alright, so this is where I'm gonna end this video there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and made it to the end, and I'll see you a lot in the next one. Take care.